Hey guys, it's Firstpersonstupidity here, and today I'm very excited to present my first PC build video, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so guys, the first thing you're going to be starting off with, the first part, is going to be the motherboard. Now this is the part, if any of you are just not familiar with computers, but you want to get into computer building, is the Gigabyte 78 LMT USB 3. And it is a very good motherboard. This is going to be my computer build, so this is exactly what I have. And what it is it's a motherboard, of course, and it can support, I think, 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's a AM3 Plus socket. I'll tell you the CPU I'm using. But it's a very good motherboard, and it's definitely not a bad motherboard. Perfect pick for this build, which is only about $500 to $600. Next on the list, we have our CPU, which is the AMD FX 6100 6-core AM3 Plus socketed CPU. This thing has, of course, as I said, 6 cores, and it runs for about $110. It's definitely good. I can play a lot of games with the settings that load CPU maxed out. It can, even if you render a video with the CPU in Sony Vegas, it's definitely not as bad as some CPUs can get. So this is a really good CPU price for about $110. The next part is a part I picked up relatively recently, maybe an hour or so ago, and it's the PNY NVIDIA GeForce GTX 650 1GB version. This thing runs at about $100, and it's really great. I mean, like, I might have some like MW3 gameplay I got, of course, with the camera, because I didn't want XSplit slowing it down or anything. But if you're not doing that, you can have all the settings maxed out on MW3 single player. You know, I mean, I don't have a 1080p monitor, so you know you'd have to play at 720p. But in 720p, you can max out MW3. It's a really good card. If you want to spend another like $80 or so, you can get the GTX 650 Ti. Or if you want to spend a lot of money, you can spend $200 and get a GTX 660. And those are both good cards, but they will cost you another almost $100. But this card is good for about $100 if you want to enter gaming. The next thing is, of course, the case. I don't know why I didn't put that first. But the case is going to be an NZXT M59 Classic Series ATX Mid Tower. This is a very big case I have. It's cool LEDs. It is a cool shape. If you look at it on Amazon, it's definitely not a regular case, and it's got a cool side window, so you can kind of see in and see all your awesome parts. This thing runs pretty expensive. I'm not exactly sure how expensive it is. I kind of forget. I think it runs at about $90, but it's a very good case. It's very big. Like, you could fit a GT Titan in there, or a 780 if you really want to upgrade your build. I'll have upgrade parts in the description, by the way. But this is a very good case. It can hold a lot of things. It's definitely an easy case. It has a lot of fan places, so this will not overheat. And it has a grate at the bottom for the power supply to shoot air out of. So all for about $90. This is a really great deal. The next piece I'm going to be talking about is going to be the Roswell 630 watt Green Series 80 plus bronze certified power supply. This thing is very good, 630 watts, so it will definitely be enough for the parts you have. I've not run into any troubles or anything with this thing. And it's 80 plus, and it's Green Series, so it will definitely not be as bad, on top of being 80 plus bronze certified. So this thing will be very power efficient, and it will save you a little on your power bill. I do not know of any upgrades, but I'll put them in the description if I find some. All for about, let's say, $50 or so. This is about a $50 piece, and it's very good. I would definitely suggest it for this build. The RAM we're going to be putting in this is going to be Kingston Hyperion HyperX Blue 4 gigabytes. Remember, this is exactly what I have in my computer. I use 4 gigabytes in my computer of this Kingston Hyperion. It's really great. This runs you about $40, and it is very high performing RAM. I would definitely suggest it to anyone who's starting out gaming, computer gaming, but you definitely want to upgrade if you want to really get into it and you want to be able to render videos fast. And I would also suggest a better graphics card for that, but we'll get into that later. The next thing I have in my case is a Western Digital 1TB SATA 3 Caviar Black hard drive. I do not have an SSD in this build because, as I said, it's about $500 to $600, excluding Windows. $565 as valued of March 12th. And it's a very good thing, 1 terabyte, so you will have as much room as you possibly can think of, basically, for storing all of your games. And if you're a YouTuber, which I am, and I'm still making videos on this machine, you'll have plenty of room for your games. I am only using, right now, 400 gigabytes. I'm using almost 500 gigabytes, so I've used a little over half of this hard drive, and I have a ton of stuff on here. I could clean it out and have about 200 gigabytes on here. But overall, this is a really, really good hard drive, and I would definitely suggest it if you're doing YouTube and you want to have a lot of videos on it. And it's about $85, so, it's not that overpriced. Now, this is the last part. I know sometimes I shouldn't include these in builds, but this is for everyone. This is for someone who wants to get into PC gaming, who doesn't have an extra copy of this laying around, and that's Windows 7. You can install Windows 8, but it's a bit more expensive. However, Windows 7 is more supported, but Windows 8 is a little faster, and it's new, so it's going to be supported more, even though Windows is still making patches to Windows 7, but, Windows is making patches. Microsoft is making patches to Windows 7 still, but Windows 8 is going to be more supported, and eventually Windows 7 will not be supported anymore, so I would highly recommend putting Windows 8 on here, even though I put 7. I'll have links to the description for both, but Windows 7 will run you about $100, and that's this build. All of this together, including Windows, it's about $665 as valued of March 12th. However, you can buy Windows 8, and you can upgrade your graphics card and everything. So it's a really good build. I would definitely suggest it. I will be doing a how to build a computer video if you want to see it, and that'll be up eventually. But this is a really great build, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more.